What's up? Now, if you've seen this movie and you haven't played the games, you are a crap face. Like, you're just a crap face. Do not watch this movie without playing the games. Otherwise, you won't know who the heck these characters are or why this movie was ever made. Now, I'm one for original stuff, but this isn't original. This was from the games. And if you haven't heard of the games, but you watched the movie and you say it's original, it's not. It came from the games. And if you say it's a good movie, well, you're right, because Ratchet and Clank was like the only good video game movie ever made, besides Angry Birds. And that was an animated movie that came out this year. Man, they're starting to get better. Like the Ghostbusters movie, I thought that was going to be total bullcrap, but that was good. And then the Angry Birds movie, I thought that was just going to be something wrong, but that was good. And then this movie was freaking awesome. Like, I've played every game except for Into the Nexus. I played every game except for Into the Nexus. And like, you don't want any spoilers. Like, you need to go play the games or like do something. Like, comment down in the thing saying you have done this, but you played them before or you've seen the movie already. Like, tell me which one you did first, because if you played the games first, you're pretty good. But no, if you haven't, you're bad. Alright, let's jump right into the review. Spoilers ahead, and not surprising if you've played the games, this isn't a surprise. Alright, so there's a little Lumbax who is all alone on a planet where he just fixes cars or something. And he's accompanied by John Goodman, also known as the Rabbit guy. And he wishes he could be more than just what he is. Star Wars. Another thing is, what else is going on? Paul Giamatti, aka the alien in the movie that's bad. He has a plan to destroy all the planets so he can create one perfect world. Don't get how that's gonna work. So, Captain Quark in this group of heroes, which he's not much of a hero, he's more like a coward that also wants to be famous and stuff. So he's basically like Mr. Satan in Dragon Ball Z. He didn't do nothing, but he claims he did something. So they have like tryouts to be a superhero. And he says, as long as you've got heart, you can do it. And obviously, Ratchet doesn't get in. So he mopes and moans about not being able to do that. And then all of a sudden, then Paul Giamatti comes back with Dr. Nefarious. And if you don't know who that is, go play the games. Jeez, it's that simple. So, Dr. Nefarious has created a robot army, but then a lightning bolt comes down and messes up one of his robots, aka Clank, and happens to create him. And this is where Sylvester Stallone comes in. Yeah, he's in this. And if you don't know who Sylvester Stallone is, then have you been living under a rock, dude? Or do that? Because, speaking of rocks, he's in the Rocky movies, he's in the Creed movies, he's in the not-so-successful Spy Kids, or, no. He's in one of the movies, I don't care what they are, but yeah, they're bad. He's in a bunch of crap. Like, how do you not know who Sylvester Stallone is? So he plays as a robot who also happens to want to destroy Clank, mainly just because he's an imperfection. And somehow Clank escapes, but his ship's kind of like knocked up. And then he crash lands where Ratchet is, and Ratchet comes over there to help him. And then Clank is like, oh, do you know them? I need to get to them. Oh, yeah, sure, I definitely know them. So they get there, which they're really late because it's already being invaded. And one of the surprising things is, like, I'm skipping ahead a lot. Paul Giamatti's, like, really funny in this. I don't know why. He's just funny. And then Sylvester Stallone dies. Like, not the actor. Like, the character he plays as. He dies. And they just, like, do a short memorial. It's like, you will be missed. And then he just pushes a button. And then, like, all the the alien minions and, like, his memorial picture with his grave or whatever is like, he pushes the button and it's like all thrown out into space. And they're like, dang it! It was funny. So, one of the shocking parts about this movie is they don't succeed in saving the planet, although it was evacuated. And whenever they try to save another planet, they actually do. Oh, and another thing that's surprising. Captain Quark turns bad. Like he don't care. He just wants fame and everything. And then by the time he gets it, he's like, crap, this sucks. So then he turns back to the good side, obviously. And then Paul Giamatti gets turned into a sheep. And then he gets sent to this planet. And then he blows up. Like, literally, they just kill him off. Like, laser. Like, I'd be scarred if I was like a 5-year-old, but I'm not, so I'm good. But I am shocked to see that. Although it is a Ratchet and Clank game, where you do blow stuff up and kill people. Yeah, that was pretty good. So then, they stop Dr. Nefarious's plan by knocking the laser off course, the deplanetizer off course, thanks to Ratchet's magnetic thing that he somehow gets. And then they save the planet, they save the people on the planet, and Dr. Nefarious somehow, like, just dies or something. And then Ratchet goes back to where he was originally, and he says, I have to make a promise to an old friend. And he goes back with freaking John Goodman to fix up cars and stuff. And he's like, yeah, get to work. In this cool John Goodman voice. But, yeah. So that was... Oh, wait, no. There's a scene at the very end. And this is a spoiler also, unless you've seen the games. And, like, it's funny because the text at the bottom says, oh, come on, you've seen this coming. And, Dr. Nefarious gets transformed into this skull-looking robot. And, like, he laughs, and, like, lightning bolt comes down. He doesn't get shocked or anything. It's just like, emo! And then, like, that's the end of the movie. Like, I'm disappointed at one part of that. But I don't think they come into play until, like, the second one or something. But there's so many games. But the robots, there's these two old people robots who fought in battles, and they, like, give you advice in the game. Yeah, they didn't show up in this one, but I guess they show up later, because I played the games, and they were in there a bunch. And Dr. Nefarious, I completely forgot about that dude, man. He was like one of my favorite characters. I think he turns back to the good side in the game, like the fourth. It's called All-Star 4 or something, and it had Quark, Ratchet, Clank, and Dr. Nefarious, and they were all on a team, and they had to go stop something, and you could play like 4 characters. Like, all, like, I have 3 other siblings that can play video games, so they play with me, and it's like, 4, yeah. Well, you've heard me ramble enough. I give this movie an A-. Good job. And I'm the Kid Critic, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.